Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rabbi Cass from thesofercenter.com. Today's video is going to be a general overview of Mezuzah checking. So now when you're taking the Mezuzahs down yourself to bring them to the office or to mail them to the office, there's two main things that I want to bring to your attention. The first thing you need to do is label the Mezuzahs. That means take a sticker or a piece of masking tape, write a number 1 for, let's say, the front door, write a number 1, put that piece of tape or sticker on the Mezuzah case, write a number 1, put that sticker on the doorpost. Then when putting back the Mezuzahs, all you need to do is match the numbers one to the next. Now this is much better than writing living room, dining room, garage 1, garage 2, back door, side door, because when you label the Mezuzahs like that, it gets very confusing, and also it's hard to stick it onto the Mezuzahs. It just gets messy, and it's very difficult for me to keep track of what Mezuzah goes where. So just simply label them with the numbers and the stickers. It's a much cleaner, much better system. The reason why I want you to do this is for a couple of reasons. The first one is there's a concept of putting the Mezuzahs back on the doors where they came from. Not just because we want the holes to match up and you don't want to be making new holes in other doors if your Mezuzahs are different sizes. But there's some doors are required biblically, some are rabbinically, some are just stringencies. So it's appropriate to put the Mezuzahs back in the same level of obligation where they came from, put them back over there. The other reason is if you're checking Mezuzah because something's going on in your life and you want to find some correlation between what I find in the Mezuzah, if I find a pulse of Mezuzah, and you might want to know which room it's from and things like that. So that's another reason why you'll want to label Mezuzahs. The second thing I want to bring to your attention is please bring me the Mezuzahs or mail me the Mezuzahs with the Mezuzah cases. When I don't get the Mezuzah cases, a couple things can happen. One is the Mezuzahs can get damaged in transport. If you're mailing them, they can get squished. If you're bringing them in your car, again, the Mezuzahs, once they're out of the case, are vulnerable and they can get damaged. The second reason I want you to bring the Mezuzah in the cases is in order that I know how tight to roll the Mezuzah. Now, I could just easily roll them all very tight in order that I know that they're going to fit back in the case. But the reason why I don't like to do that is because I don't like to roll a Mezuzah any tighter than I have to. And the reason is because the tighter you roll a Mezuzah, the faster it'll age and the faster it'll have to be replaced, because the tighter it's rolled, the more pressure it puts on the letters. Now, if I roll them all too loose, you're going to take them home and none of them are going to fit in the cases, and you're going to have to start re-rolling them when you get home, which I'm sure you don't want to do. So for those two reasons, it's important to bring me the Mezuzahs in the cases. That way the Mezuzahs don't get damaged, and I know how to roll the Mezuzahs back. So all you got to do when you get home is to simply put the Mezuzahs back on the doors. Now, if you have like a very fancy or delicate case, which you're worried might get broken if you send it in the mail, or if you bring it for me to be checked, you don't want to take it out of the house, you don't want it to get broken, then yes, that would be an exception to the rule. Just make sure that the scroll that comes out of there, make sure you bubble wrap it or you wrap it well, that it shouldn't get damaged while it's being brought back and forth. Now, when mailing the Mezuzahs, obviously it's not something which I'm going to be able to do in the same day. However, bringing the Mezuzahs into the office, I do offer a same day, which means bring it in the morning, pick it up in the evening. Also, I do offer a while you wait Mezuzah checking. That means you bring it into the office and I'll check it while you're sitting here waiting. Both of these have to be scheduled in advance in order to make sure that I have the time available to do this for you on the spot or on the same day. And if you don't need the Mezuzahs to be checked same day, then you can bring them to the office anytime. And if I'm here, I'll take them from you. And if I'm not here, I have special instructions on what to do when I'm not here in order to leave the Mezuzahs to make sure that they're safe. And when I come into the office, I'll pick them up. Now, is there an advantage to same day checking and next day checking? Well, yes, it's typically better to have the Mezuzahs checked the same day. However, if that's not possible because of time constraints, you're not able to pick it up the same day, or I'm not able to check it the same day, or maybe sometimes I'll check the Mezuzahs and we'll see there's a shiloh that has to be verified, I have to get a second opinion, then the Mezuzahs are required to be off the doors overnight. Then it's important to keep in mind that the same mitzvah that requires us to have the Mezuzahs on the doors requires us to have them checked. And if part of the checking process is having them off the doors, and it might take overnight, then that's part of the mitzvah of checking the Mezuzah. And the same shmir that we have, protection that we have while the Mezuzahs are on the door, is being provided to us when the Mezuzahs are off the door. I like to tell people, I say, the Mezuzah protects us when we're in the house, and when we're out of the house, the Mezuzah protects us when it's on the house and when it's out of the house. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Don't panic if there's a shiloh and a Mezuzah has to be verified and it's going to take overnight. It's totally okay from a halakhic perspective to have the Mezuzahs off overnight if it's something which is needed for either if it's needed in order to make the Mezuzah checking possible. So again, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you like this video, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next video. Another video coming out real soon, and stay tuned.